Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome to our science project. And if you're seeing this, we're one of our audience, so please enjoy. My classmates RM, John Ryle, and Glenn Isaac are going to explain how certain energy forms affect the climate, economy, and politics of the region or country. After a tedious research, we have found two countries and two energy forms. To know more about that, let us go to John Ryle and Glenn Isaac.
Our first energy form is a solar energy. If you didn't know, solar energy is a type of energy that comes from the sun. And we are going to dwell in China for some trivial facts. China is considered as the coconut culture, and it's also considered as the fourth largest country in the world. And almost everything we own is made from China. But how does it affect the climate there? First, China is the world's largest market for both photovoltaics and solar thermal energy. Solar energy decreases greenhouse gas emissions. Greenhouse gases, which are produced when fossil fuels are burned, lead to rising global temperatures and climate change. By going solar, you can reduce demand for fossil fuels, limit greenhouse gas emissions, and shrink your carbon footprint. On top of that, solar arrays and solar farms are eliminating tons of carbon emissions all over the planet. Now, let us proceed to Glenn Isaac Ablon.
We are going to answer how solar energy does an impact on the economy and politics. How does it affect the economy? The best benefit of solar energy is that solar saves lives. The costs associated with climate change are growing and include rising healthcare costs, destruction of property, increased food prices, and more. Wide-scale adoption of solar and other renewable energy must continue so we can address the negative societal and economic impacts of dirty fossil fuels. Next, how does it affect the politics? Solar incentives available to homeowners and businesses. The federal government provides a solar tax credit, known as the investment tax credit, that allow homeowners and business owners to deduct a portion of their solar costs from their taxes. Generating energy from solar panels emits very little pollution into the air, and thus, solar energy is a much cleaner source of energy than the burning of fossil fuels. And that is it for China's solar energy. We are going to RM Makripashola for the next discussion.
Our next form of energy is hydroelectric energy. It is a form of energy that harnesses the power of water in motion to generate electricity. People have used this force for millennia, and the country we will be exploring is Brazil. For some trivia facts, Brazil is famous for the Amazon rainforest. Brazil has more animals and plant species than any other country in the world, and that Portuguese is the official language in Brazil. We are going to answer how hydroelectricity affects economy, climate, and the politics. I'll be answering how it affects the climate. First, Brazil has the largest installed hydropower capacity in all South America. Several impacts of climate change on hydroelectric reservoirs can be considered. Hydroelectrical changes variation in sediment load due to flooding and the occurrence of real events. On top of that, hydropower contributes significantly to the avoidance of greenhouse gas emissions and to the mitigation of global warming. We will be moving on to Brent Delmo for the rest of the questions.
Next question is how it affects the economy. Hydroelectricity is the largest source of energy in Brazil's portfolio and has brought with it a charged economic and environmental debate about the impact of hydropower plants on the surrounding areas. Because hydroelectric power plants burn no fuel, operating costs are low and are immune to rising fossil fuel prices. As a result, these plants are playing a significant role in keeping electricity costs affordable for consumers, creating a positive impact on the economy. Next, how does hydroelectricity affect politics? As policymakers seek to maximize the economic, social, and environmental consequences of hydropower, a more robust analysis is needed to promote development more effectively while also addressing social and environmental concerns. This brief summarizes an analysis conducted by Climate Policy Initiative, or the CPI, under input and in cooperation with the Brazilian Development Bank, or the BNDES, that measures the effects of HPPs on economic performance and finances of municipalities. CPI researchers examined 82 municipalities in 13 states that had areas flooded by hydropower plant between 2002 and 2011. And that ends our presentation for our science project. We hope you have been well informed and we hope you have enjoyed watching. This is Brent L. Delmo signing off, wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. We hope you to keep safe and healthy. And until next time, goodbye everybody.